Today's libation is for one Miss Charlotte E. Ray. Charlotte E. Ray, January 13th, 1850 to January 4th, 1911. An American lawyer, she was the first Black American female lawyer in the United States. Ray graduated from Howard University School of Law in 1872. She was also the first female admitted to the District of Columbia Bar and the first woman admitted to practice before the Supreme Court of the District of Columbia. Her admission was used as a precedent by women in other states who sought admission to the bar. Let's do a quote. This one is not by Charlotte E. Ray. This one is by Charles Hamilton Houston. A lawyer's either a social engineer or a parasite on society. A social engineer is a heavily skilled, perceptive, sensitive lawyer who understands the Constitution of the United States and knows how to explore its uses in the solving of problems of local communities and in bettering the conditions of the underprivileged citizens. Charles Hamilton Houston. All right, I'm going to read this quote again. This is not from Charlotte Ray. This is from someone who would have been one of her professors. Mr. Charles Hamilton Houston said this. And so I'm thinking that Miss Ray must have fit into this category because she graduated from Howard Law. Let me read this quote again. A lawyer's either a social engineer or a parasite on society. A social engineer is a highly skilled, perceptive, sensitive lawyer who understands the Constitution of the United States and knows how to explore its uses in the solving of problems of local communities and in bettering conditions of the underprivileged citizens. Charles Hamilton Houston. Unfortunately, little is known about Charlotte E. Ray. Unfortunately, little detail about Charlotte E. Ray is preserved by history. I searched for quotes from her directly and found none. I found quotes from her contemporaries about her, including one of her classmates who wrote, I have been told that her admission to the bar was secured by a clever ruse, her name being sent in with her classmates as C.E. Ray, although there was some commotion when it was discovered that one of the applicants was a woman, wrote Lelia J. Robinson in 1890. It is disputed by historians whether she pretended to be a man to be admitted into law school, but it is definitely a fact that she was a pioneer and had a short legal career from all the trouble she had battling sexism and racism. I've decided to highlight this quote from Charles Houston, who would have been one of her professors, to help us understand what kind of woman she would have been, seeing that she graduated Howard Law. I hope to find more information about her and present it next year when her birthday comes around. Until then, thank you, Charlotte E. Ray, for your perseverance and trailblazing ways. Let's pour a libation for Charlotte E. Ray. We never forget, so never fear. For homies who ain't here, we pouring out a beer. Because of you, it'll never be the same. We keep saying your name while we pour champagne. For the mothers and the father figures, your flames to flickers, we pouring out some liquor. We're the sons and the daughters of heroes and martyrs. Honor you by pouring out some water. Friends, today's libation is for one Miss Charlotte E. Ray, the first Black woman to get her degree in law from Howard University and to practice law in the District of Columbia.